Good morning. Welcome to Planet Mojo. Well, I should say afternoon. I'm in the greenhouse and it's raining like crazy. Not sure how well you'll be able to see this, but you should be able to see it pretty well. I have the back window and the door open to try to let some of the humidity out, but I mean, it is. I wiped this area down so it wouldn't drip on the saw so much, but you can see how much water is coming down. And that really doesn't matter. It is a greenhouse, but I'm trying to get this wood cut and then get my stuff out of here because it's way too damp. This heater, I'm gonna have to put that in a bin. I have some desiccant, a big thing of desiccant like that big, that I'll put in with it to keep that from rusting out prematurely. But I haven't been able to post any videos because I'm just swamped with work. I'm still building this angled wall, multi-angled wall with a mini split in it, and halfway through the project was changed, so I had to redraw everything up and come up with a new plan. But the wall is nearly done as far as the framing goes. I have a good amount left to do. I don't think I'll be able to finish it today. And most of that is because there's angles on the flat, there's angles on the edge, and I have to run up and down and test my cuts. And I have to run all the way over to the shed to do the rips. And then you got to go back and forth testing the fit. So it's a lot of work. But I will be showing it in a little bit. I'm going to do a few cuts here, and then I'm going to... I don't actually have to rip these. I got 5 on my... I believe I have 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's 2 of this. Or there's 2 of one of them. Yeah, there's 2 of this one. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 boards. We'll finish up one of the walls. And then I have to do one final wall where the breaker box is. Then I just got to get drywall on it, mount the mini split, run lines, run a drain line, and electrical, and then drywall it. I don't know how much of all that stuff I'll show, but then I can get on to other things. So I'm going to get these 2 boards cut. I'll show you some stuff upstairs, and I don't know how much else I'll be showing today. I got a really brief window to get the rest of this stuff done. The sun is already moving down. See about where it is. Yeah, I got maybe an hour and a half or so left of sunlight, so I better get moving. Okay, I'm back with these They were a bazillimeter off, so I got to trim them. When you're doing, um, when you're putting in a partition wall in an existing house, you can't just put a sole plate and a top plate in place and then cut all the studs to the same length and then bang them in, because the house will have sagged and the house will have originally not been straight to start with. I had a friend a while back who did this in his basement of all places. He put in a sole plate and a top plate, screwed the top plate into the joists, screwed the sole plate, a treated sole plate, into the concrete floor, and then he measured in one place and cut all of his studs to that length. And then he put that first 2x4 in, then the next one was tight, so he pounded it, banged on it with a hammer until it went in. And then the next one was tight, so he kept doing that and kept banging them in, not even thinking that he put the sole plate on a tapered floor that tapered towards the drain. So what he did was he cracked all the drywall upstairs and made the doors not open and close right, and he did a whole lot of damage. So this isn't a structural wall. If this was new framing, I would cut all the studs exactly the same length. But because it's existing and it's all it really is a place to hang drywall. So you cut it to fit. You don't cut it all the same length and then bang it in if it's not right. And you can even have it short and just throw a shim, because this is being screwed up in there. Once the drywall's in, the drywall adds a ton of shear strength to it. So, and especially if you glue your drywall, which I will be around the doors, I'll be gluing the drywall in. So this is going to be strong as all get out, but this is why it takes so long, because I just got to keep going up and down the stairs, and I'm not going to bring this damn thing in and have dust over every damn thing in the house. It's just not worth it. Or even if you tape it off, it gets through, and it's a huge amount of work to tape off an area. So I'll get the work out and keep coming up and down the stairs and get this damn thing done. Okay, I'm out here in the shed. I'm going to make a 45-degree cut on this stud. I have to hide around the corner here because it's incredibly windy right in front of the saw here. You could see the winds coming in, circling around, and then going back out again. You could see the two streamers going in and then the one streamer going out. But it's very windy right here. And outside, not so much. What it's doing is hitting the container, the haymow right over here, and it's magnifying the little breeze that's out there. But anyways, I'm going to get this cut, and I'm not sure how much else I'll be able to do tonight. It's getting late already. Sun is nearly down. Okay, all done. This saw only has a, I believe that's a 1.5 horse motor. Definitely, it's just a contractor saw. It's not really powerful enough to be doing a whole lot of work like this. I mean, it can do a 45 in a 2x4, but if you tried it in solid oak, you would have to go awful slow and keep spritzing it with lubricant to get a cut like that. But anyways, that's what I need. I can go in there and get that put in, and maybe I can get a board or two more cut. I'm getting to a point where I'm nearly done with the wall I'm working on right now, and then I got to go buy some more stuff to finish up the last wall, but it's getting there. Okay, here again in the shed, cutting this thing down to, what do we got, 3 7/8. This is a top plate for the angled wall in, what would that be, the south room. It doesn't have bevels on either end because it doesn't need to be a full plate. All it's doing is, it's just a place to attach drywall at the top. Oh, I better hurry up. The neighbor's coming down the road with his diesel, and it's going to be real loud. Okay, I'm going to rip this, and then I'm going to close up across the street. Now with the door shut, you can see what a crazy mess I got here. Soon I'll have the dust collection, the ability to run the dust collection. I have 2 of the 3 220 outlets wired up. I think all I need is a outlet for the other one. I got all the wires pulled. Then I can pull out my dust collector, and it doesn't catch everything on these. These contractor saws are so open and leaky. You really need a cabinet saw if you want to catch all the dust. One of these days I'll get a cabinet saw, but it's not in the cards right now. Lots of scrap. The scrap from the one I just cut I'm taking with me because it's a good nailer. This right here, it's 2x2. So this is my piece here. Now I just got to get over to the greenhouse, close that up, and I'll do this, screw this stuff in at my leisure later tonight. I don't want to point this directly in the sun, but the sun is below the treetops over there, so that's going to be it for today. I think I'm going to leave this open. It's going to be very warm again tomorrow. I got to cover up the saw so it doesn't get too wet. Well, it's not going to get wet at all in the motor. The rest of it's aluminum and I guess some kind of pot metal, but that should do it. Check the temperature. It is 51. It got up to 70 in here today. It was, what was it? Nearly 40 out today, I think. So it got much warmer in here. But it certainly does create a wet mess, but that's what you get in a greenhouse. That's expected. As soon as I'm done with this project, all this stuff is coming out, and the stuff that will come in here will be for the greenhouse benches, and that can get wet. It'll be all treated lumber hardware, and I'll keep whatever tools I'm using out here. I'll keep it in a bin, and I have that big desiccant that I was talking about. That will be in the bin to keep the bin nice and dry on the inside. So once I'm done with this project, things will be a little better out here. Except for the saw. I'm going to have to get that the hell out of here until I'm ready to cut again. But that'll do it for today. If you like the videos, please subscribe to the channel. Click on the update icon so you're notified when we post new videos. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.